Hey guys, welcome back. I am excited. I conned my friends into coming over tonight to help me build a new garage setup. All of this is just to provide you guys a better YouTube content. So against this wall behind me here, this is the NewAge kit. I don't know much about it. It was a Black Friday sale. I've been wanting to do something like this, so I just hit the buy button. Just showed up. So actually tonight is the first round of Supercross. That's a dirt bike series, first round for it. Text all my friends, I'm like, hey, pizza's on me, come on over. And at the end, I kind of threw in a picture of this stack. So let's turn this around and show you what's going on. So if you guys have been watching the channel lately, building Braxton's 200, I slide that red bike lift out. We build it right here in front of this table. Table's been awesome. I bought it a couple years ago. It's stainless steel, and it's really big, so I can lay stuff out like a motor or suspension and totally rebuild it. But there's no storage with it. So like motor kits and like air filters and random stuff, I'd love to have like a spot for it and just have a cleaner background. And I can't remember if I bought just the black and gray or black and red. This says gray, so I'm assuming I bought just the gray only, maybe to have like a softer background. But I thought maybe I would have bought the red with the toolbox, but it's been like 4 weeks, so I really don't know. So these are the two pallets that showed up. This on its own looks like it's just like a cart, which is pretty cool. Looks like I can move it around in the shop here. And then I really don't know, but there's like 3 good sized boxes like this around the outsides. And it kind of has a diagram. I don't know if all of that is actually inside of that one box. And then there's like a taller, skinnier one, then like a shorter, skinnier one. And that, I'm not really sure if that's all actually in these kits. So we'll get it broken apart and then we'll show you what's going on. So the cabinets were inside the cabinets. This one had this on here. So this one is supposed to have this in there. 2 cabinets plus a bottom. Oh, there they are.
Yeah. Nice.
Sweet. On the bottom, Ryan's opened up the kit here, but it's got these little feet that are gonna bolt. And then you'll have these that go underneath to adjust it. No. Built the middle and the floor. I'm gonna help bolt it. We're gonna bolt these together. Last night, we were able to get to be about 85% done before we called it quits. And you can see how much, so if you buy one of these kits, you can have a lot of stuff to remove, a lot of garbage there. So plan ahead for that. We have the ability to remove that with the dealership. It's easy for us. The one thing we didn't finish last night was like the slat wall. So this was an additional thing that I had purchased along with the kit. And this goes directly in that wall behind. And the main reason why we didn't finish that is, actually it's pretty cool how almost centered my outlet is. But I do have an outlet, so I need to remove that, bump it out, and then Dremel out my piece that's gonna go there. So it's kind of cool, it just kind of snaps together, you kind of build it as you go. And these are, on the actual countertop here, some of the stuff that we didn't use. Looks like some hanging brackets, we didn't really know where those went. They don't hold the cabinets up, don't worry. The cabinets are fine. We received an additional L bracket. And then these screws are way too long. I'm not gonna use these to hold the cabinets, and I'll explain that more in a second. And then just some nuts and bolts, and then just a bunch of, those lag bolts are huge. We're not gonna put anything all that heavy inside of these. So let's run down through and we'll give you the full tour here. So all 3 of these are identical. They have like a hanging rod in the top, and the shelves are sturdy. Like I think I'll do like a chemical cabinet here, so all of my oils and stuff, and then my oil drain pan will sit on the bottom. It's gonna be perfect for this one. For as much as I'm gonna use these, this was called the Bold series. So I think the other one's called the Pro. And honestly, this was half the price of the Pro series. I'm sure the Pro series, like maybe these doors are gonna be a little more like roller bearing and they probably shut maybe a little smoother. But for me, just doing some dirt bike content, this is way more than enough. And then across the top, now you always have to open the right door first. There's a lip on the left door here, but these are all identical and they're so cool. It's pretty incredible how awesome this is gonna be for doing content. So you got all 3 of those, and then there's 2 more identical full length ones on the side here. So they all have that rod on top. 1, 2, 3 shelves plus the bottom. So plenty of options there. And then the 2 outside ones have the rollers and they're like locked. So they won't slide at the moment. If I unlock those wheels, I could actually pull those out. So if we're working on a car, you know, over there somewhere, I can wheel this cart right over there and have like a nice little countertop there. The center one is one shelf and then just like a big bottom. And then each one of these obviously gets deeper as it goes down, right? So you have a pretty shallow, a little bit deeper, deeper, deeper. So pretty cool setup. They all came with like these did anyway, the two outsides came with a foam mat. So if you're putting tools in there, it's not gonna hurt them. The last thing that I have to physically do with the shelves is bolt them to the wall. I got really lucky because when we built our garage, we've got our purlins that go this way behind the 2x4s that the plywood's to. And you can see there's a nail line right here, which means there's a 2x4 behind the plywood right there, and it's perfectly in line with that upper, if you look straight across. It's incredible. So I'm gonna be able to put some lag screws straight into here, and that'll absolutely hold that up, because right now there are no screws holding this, and it is super solid. Like, it's not up or down sagging at all. So I think there's a lot of strength already there, but we're gonna lag it to the wall to really, really bolster it. The first thing we did when we started it, we set those two cabinets up first. So they were in their spot there. We put that cabinet there and we laid the stainless steel countertop across. And the first thing after that, without really adjusting the feet, we made sure that these would slide under. Oop, this is locked. So let's unlock it here. I want to pull it out, that's what I'm trying to do. There's little handles on the side if you can get to them. So we needed to make sure that this was going to fit underneath of there, because originally with the feet all the way, like the little adjustable feet all the way up, that wasn't fitting. So the first thing we did is we adjusted that side up so that way we had clearance for the roller cabinet, and then we set our level on top of the stainless steel counter, and then we adjusted that side. So started with those feet, got them up, and then slid those in, because I did scratch this one before we'd adjusted the feet. You can see like right there, these scratches are on me because I went to slide this in and I caught that silver top there. But what we're talking about scratches, other than me scratching it myself, this was packaged extremely well. So you can see, like we talked about earlier, how much extra stuff there is there. There are 0 scratches on it. There's no dents. I don't know if I just got lucky. And I ordered this during Black Friday, which is like probably the busiest time of the year for shipping. There's no indents, so when they built it and they put it together, I think they did a great job. And all of that was on one pallet, plus one little teeny box for the one roller cabinet. So here's the finished product. We were working on Cadence 65 today, getting that ready for the summer. Thought I would just show you some, look how much room is in these cabinets. I got all my different oils all stacked in here, coolants, even got the chainsaws, that way for out trimming trails. And then down here is just like the oil drain pan. And on all these shelves, I just cut some cardboard and laid it in there. That way, if it gets too crappy, I can just change the cardboard out. I don't really have anything in these drawers yet. I think the kids turned this roller cabinet into, yeah, this is like pedal bike stuff. So when they're popping pedal bike tubes, they know where to come, e-bike chargers. The upper cabinets, I don't have a lot in there yet either. Probably just some spark plugs and some lights, so not really a pack rat. This one over here has a little more in it. This is Braxton's 85 cabinet. So we've got manuals, top end kits, air filters, some new plastics, and then that's just like a box of every bearing kit that they make for the 85, so I can have one in stock. And then this one might just be jets, power tools, random bolt kits, pressure washers. So exactly what I was looking for. And the last thing on this whole build is just that slat wall. I think it turned out really good. So it's so easy. You just stack the first one in there, lay the next one in, stack it in, you screw along the top, snap the next one in, and the very top piece is just magnet on. There's 3 magnets behind it, and it just sticks up there. So it assembles really quick. I was able to keep that outlet in the middle. The only other thing that I'll probably add is like a workbench light, which is cool, that outlet right there. You can run a power right to it, and just have like a little pull string to light up that bench if we're using it. But I mean, it was great today working on his 65. Literally, I could have all the tools over there sorted, turn around, do whatever we were doing. We pulled the whole back half display off, cleaned the carb, greased everything. So she's ready for summer. The cabinets are ready for summer. It's going to make race prep, just like today, so much easier. So if you guys are looking for this kit, I think there's links. I can kind of put some down below for you guys. So Hope you guys enjoy the ride. We'll see you in the trail.